We're so shy of being called a lawyer. To become a lawyer in Ghana is a noble decision. I had colleagues who were working in other firms and were being paid 500 cedis every month. The life of the lawyer is in one case. Litigation practice is more stressful and more demanding, but less financially. As far as you are a lawyer, you will easily qualify for a top. If you're thinking of becoming a lawyer, this is something you should be excited about, that no matter the age you are at the bar, if you're even 2 years at the bar, don't be surprised when they surprise you. In this video, I share with you 5 things that you should know before you decide to be a lawyer. I'm Godwin Selassie Dakbo, and this is Make It Legal.
Make it legal.
There are many reasons why people decide to be lawyers, and one of the primary reasons they look at or they consider in choosing a career as a lawyer or the profession of lawyers is because they want to make a lot of money. So they have that perception that lawyers have a lot of money and they are so wealthy and they are very rich. And I'm not blaming you for having that perception about lawyers. It is true for some lawyers, it is not true for some lawyers also. And whether or not you end up becoming a rich lawyer or a middle class kind of lawyer or a poor lawyer will be your own decision. But I want to share with you 5 things I think you need to know about before you decide to become a lawyer. These things will focus on the issues having to do with the financial side, the work itself, and a lot of other interesting matters you didn't really think about. So are you ready to hear all the 5 things that some may be very surprising to you? Don't be surprised when they surprise you. So if someone asks me what 5 things the person should know about before he decides to become a lawyer, I will share these 5 things with the person. And the very first one is that lawyers are not paid fat salaries. And it's something you need to know, because it seems to be the case that a lot of people believe that lawyers are paid a lot of money every month or every year. Now, there are firms that I know that will pay lawyers 1,500 cedis every month, and that is not the kind of expectation you have about lawyer salary. I know what you think about lawyers earning is not dependent on fat salaries. So nobody gives lawyers fat salaries as payment. I recall when I was doing my pupillage, that is my first 6 months of training to become a lawyer, or as a lawyer, when you get caught to the bar, you do pupillage, that 6 months of training, we call it pupillage. During that period, I had colleagues who were working in other firms and were being paid 500 cedis every month. Do you just get it 500 cedis a month? So that is not the kind of expectation as far as a lawyer's earning is concerned. That is not the expectation you have about lawyers. But I think you should know that we don't get paid fat salaries. You just have to get it at the back of your mind. Some of you, when you think about becoming lawyers, you want to come to the profession, sit in someone's office and do some work here and there, close at 5 p.m. And when the month ends, they'll give you some big money as salary. You want it safe, you want it secure, you want it, stress-free. But you'll be shocked to know how much lawyers are paid in terms of salary. I'm emphasizing on salary because salary is not a lucrative incentive for lawyers in the legal profession. If I could just do a guesstimate, the firms that pay highest in Ghana for a lawyer who is say 1 year at the bar, maybe around 4,000 or 4,500 cedis. That is a big firm that is paying well, in salary. And some of those firms that will pay well in salary may not be paying well in other areas of income that lawyers are supposed to earn. So sometimes the lesser the salary, higher the lawyer's income. But the more the salary, the less the income of the lawyer. I will explain that in a bit. So get that at the back of your mind, that lawyers are not paid fat salaries. So having said that, as far as salary is concerned, you need to know that if you are expecting to earn more money as a lawyer by getting more salary, you will be disappointed, because it hardly happens. Now, because of that, what should be of primary concern to you when you are deciding to be a lawyer is how to build a capacity that earns money rather than just working to be paid salary. Now, some lawyers also get employed in private companies, not law firms. maybe they work in a bank, at the bank's head office as a legal officer, or in a public office. Those places, they tend to pay them well. So salary is your thing and you are looking forward to getting fat salary as a lawyer, get called to the bar and you are done with your pupillage. Just ensure that you join a company to be a corporate lawyer or to be a legal officer for some legal departments of a private company, or you work in a public sector. I know judges get paid quite decent money when you compare the salary of a lawyer who is in private practice or you work in a law firm to the salary of a lawyer who is now a judge. That lawyer earns more salary. So if salaries is really your thing, you may consider either becoming a judge because you want more salary. You can also get to work as a judge, or you can work in a private sector as a legal officer, and then you get to earn relatively higher salary compared to a lawyer who is in practice. So one thing you should note clearly is that lawyers in private practice are not paid fat salaries. The second thing I want you to know before you decide to become a lawyer in Ghana is that more money in the legal profession equals to more hard work and smarter network. Every money every lawyer wants is in someone's pocket. If the lawyer knows the person, the lawyer can exchange his services or his solution with the money that person has. So if you are a lawyer who doesn't have a lot of network or good network, you work hard and hard, but you will not earn so much money, or you will not get cases that can bring you a lot of revenue. So more money in the legal profession doesn't depend solely on just hard work and being someone who knows all the case laws and you are able to quote the sections of the law and all of that. That doesn't really earn you any money. It is your connections, your networks that determine your net worth as a lawyer. The third thing I think you should know before you decide to be a lawyer is that litigation practice is more stressful and more demanding, but less financially rewarding directly. I should emphasize that. Now, litigation practice simply involves, being a courtroom practitioner, going to court to defend clients or to represent clients in dispute resolution mechanisms. The process is very stressful and more demanding. It will demand you to stay, up in the night to prepare your written submissions and to file them early morning the next day. So you have to be up and doing. It requires you to meet timelines that are so tight, and you're not only going to be doing one case all your life. So you have about 100 or 50 or a lot of cases, and all of those cases would be coming with timelines. File this one within 7 days, file this one within 5 days, file this one within 10 days. And you have to comply, because when the judge speaks and says that file this within 10 days, there's an order of the court. You cannot disobey it. It's important that you know that litigation is very stressful and demanding, but the financial component of litigation, truthfully, is that it doesn't bring you a lot of money. So you don't earn a lot of money as a courtroom practitioner directly. Now, it is very true that we always say that the life of the lawyer is in one case, and we say that mostly for both litigation and corporate lawyers. There are lawyers who go to court and those who don't go to court. The life of the lawyer is in one case. What it means is that one case can come into your life and make you so rich, or one case can come into your life and make you so lost in the legal profession. It can cost you all your hard work and earnings. So we all hope and pray for that one case as a lawyer who is in litigation practice. But the thing you need to note is that that one case will never come your way if you don't have a smarter network. So as far as litigation is concerned, we don't earn so much from it. But the platform litigation gives you is more advantageous than the benefit you get from litigation itself. When you are a litigation lawyer, you get to go to the court. The courtroom is like the marketplace of lawyers. You meet all the lawyers, or most of the lawyers who are seniors in the profession. They come there, and it's exciting to be in the same community with such level of seniors who are in the same profession you are. How many professionals meet their colleague seniors at some places once a week? How many professions? But as far as law is concerned, if you are a litigation lawyer, you get to meet a lot of seniors and judges who are also seniors. You meet them at least once a week or once a month. And if you are a smart person, you get in touch with some of those people. You have some communication with them, you learn a lot, and that helps you shape your career. That's one advantage you get from being a litigation lawyer. Another advantage you also get is that you get to actually be exposed to the legal system. The platform presented by litigation propels you to go out there and meet with the Minerals Commission, the Lands Commission, the Judicial Service staff. You meet with people from all sectors of the governance structure, all sectors of the economy actually, and those people are the people who would be your client. If you don't get out of your office and meet people, you don't get to know the people who have the problems that you can exchange your solution with their money. So litigation is the only practice area that gives you that platform to be able to have that level of exposure. And frankly speaking, it is that exposure that actually makes you money. Point to note is that litigation is very stressful and demanding, but does not directly give you a lot of money. But it has enormous advantages that you cannot just ignore it and focus on one area as a firm or as a lawyer. So if you are decided to become a lawyer, you need to know about that before you make that decision to become a lawyer. The fourth thing I want you to note is that as far as you are a lawyer, you will easily qualify for a top management position in other sectors or industry. Now, when a lawyer is, say, 5 years at the bar, and he happens to be appointed to serve in a particular capacity in an industry, say in the oil and gas sector, when he goes to that sector, chances are that even though he's probably there as someone who is just 5 years as a lawyer, he'll be part of the management of the company. The reason that is the case is that a lot of industries at their management level make key decisions that affect the company or the business of the company, and they wouldn't want to make a decision that is contrary to the laws of Ghana, or that is contrary to any known practices in the industry, and they will not want to be out of business because they make a decision which is contrary to the law. So they will not be wise if they have a lawyer who is part of the industry or the company and they are making a decision and he's not part of them. So when you join the company as a junior lawyer, there's a high chance that you'll be part of their management, and your earning will also be so high because you are part of the management. So the guy who is actually a civil engineer or a petrochemical engineer and working in that industry may take about 12 or 15 years before he can be part of the management. But you, who is just 5 years from your industry, as in from your legal professional background, and go to that particular industry, you get to be at the same management team with him. Sometimes you may even be earning the same salary because all of you are of the same level of employment. It's because law is crucial to every top management decision making, and if a lawyer is part of the industry, he must be on board. He must be part of where the decision is being made so that he can advise the decision maker to make the right decision. So if you're thinking of becoming a lawyer, this is something you should be excited about, that no matter the age you are at the bar, if you're even 2 years at the bar and you happen to work in a non-law entities or other industries, you will likely be part of their management as a legal officer or the head of department of the legal department, and you will make quite a decent salary there. And I think because of this also, sometimes lawyers get employed to play the role of a director and company secretary very easily, because every company's board is sitting there to make decisions to advance the business interest, and they don't want to advance the business interest contrary to the laws of the country. So whoever knows the law should be part of that team. The last thing I want you to note before you decide to be a lawyer in Ghana is that lawyers gain a lot of respect and honor from all manner of persons. In fact, everybody, including religious leaders, church members, classmates, colleagues, law enforcement officers or agents, everybody respects and give a lot of honor to lawyers. It's just how it has been for many years. Most parts of the country, they treat lawyers with so much respect and dignity. And that is why the legal profession is always regarded as a very noble profession, because people have so much respect for lawyers. So if you become a lawyer, don't be surprised when people are respecting you and are adoring you and making you feel so special. It should not enter your head. It is normal. Society has come to accept the legal profession as that profession of dignity, that profession of honor, and that profession of respect. And they respect you no matter your age as a lawyer. Once you are a lawyer, they give you front seat, they give you prominence, they give you that level of respect. And it's something you will get to see as soon as you become a lawyer. So I recall that when we became lawyers, as junior lawyers at the time, we were so much shy of being called a lawyer. We don't want to be called lawyers in public because being called a lawyer in public make you lose the benefit of normal life. People treat you with so much respect and honor, and you want to hide from that. You are shy of all the praises and the honor and the respect, the good treatment, jump the queue, lawyer come straight, all those things. To become a lawyer in Ghana is a noble decision. If you want to become a lawyer, you can decide. But I hope these 5 things will guide you to make that decision well and measure your expectations. I'm Gordon Selassie Dakbo, and this is Make It Legal.
Make it legal.